Hey you guys, this is Miss Amber. We are back doing another video. Welcome back. We are still doing multiplying fractions. I just want to give a shout out to all of you. You guys did an amazing job on Tuesday with the assignment on multiplying fractions. So we're going to do just a little more, just add one extra thing, which is word problems. Now, don't get too nervous about it. It's the exact same thing. I'm just going to help you guys identify when you know you need to multiply. Alright, so for now, I need you guys to go ahead and grab a pencil and a paper, and of course your brain. You need to put your thinking cap on right now so that we can go through some of these practice problems together. Okay? Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so we have our first problem here. And I'm going to read it to you guys. It says, Andy and Tommy sold candy to raise money. Tommy sold 4/5 as much as Andy did. If Andy sold 1/2 of a box of candy, what fraction represents how much Tommy sold? Alright, so let me give you guys a tip here. One tip, really the only tip that you need. When you have a word problem and you have fractions, well, a lot of word problems, not just fractions, but when you see the word of, a lot of the times, most of the times, that means you need to multiply. Okay? Whenever you see of, you need to multiply. Alright, so here on our word problem, we have of here. See, if Andy sold 1/2 of a box of candy, what fraction represents how much Tommy sold? So that is your keyword right here. So you know that we're going to multiply. We have 4/5 and we have 1/2. So let's go ahead and multiply that. Alright, so we have 4/5 times 1/2. Alright, now we can do the same method that we did last time, which is write it here. So we have 4 times 1, and we would write it here. Oh, sorry about that. 5 times 2. But a lot of you guys seem to do an amazing job on this. So we can just bypass this whole step here, and we can just go ahead and multiply. So we have 4 times 1, that will give you 4, and 5 times 2, and that will give you 10. So we know that our answer is 4/10. So Tommy sold 4/10 of the box of candy. Alright, let's go ahead and try another one here. Okay, we got John picked 2/5 of, there's your keyword, a pound of strawberries. That afternoon, his sister Annie ate 1/2 of the strawberries. How many pounds of strawberries did Annie eat? All right, so here we have of multiple times. We have of here, we have John picked 2/5 of a pound of strawberries and ate 1/2 of the strawberries. How many pounds of strawberries did Annie eat? So at this point, we know we have to multiply. So let's go ahead and write our problem down. Our first fraction is 2/5. 2/5 times 1/2. Alright, so again, you can do the step that we did before. If that helps you, go ahead and write it out. 2 times 1 and 5 times 2. If not, you can just go ahead and write the answer. So we have 2 times 1 equals 2, and 5 times 2 equals 10. Alright, just like that. So Annie ate 2/10 of the strawberries. Okay, let's do our last one here. Alright, so in Mr. Rob's class, 3/5 of the students own a pet cat. There are 20 students. What fraction shows how many students own a cat? Alright, so I want you guys to know don't freak out. But we do have a fraction here and a number here. I'm going to go ahead and write the first fraction. Okay, so we got 3 over 5. And we know we have to multiply because we have what here? Of. 3/5 of. All right, so we're going to write times. All right, and we have 20. All right, so what we have here is a whole number. This is what you call a whole number. This is what you call a fraction. When we, let me write this better because that looks so bad. Okay, there we go. All right, so when we have a whole number here, here is a tip. Make sure you write this down in your notes. All you have to do is put that whole number over 1. 20 over 1 is the same as saying just the number 20. Because this is basically a division problem, so 20 divided by 1 would just give you 20. So that's why you can always put the whole number over 1 so that you can multiply easier here. Okay, so don't freak out. Whenever you see just a number like this, you always put it over 1. Okay, so again, all we do is we multiply across. So we have 3 times 20. That will give you 60, and 5 times 1, that will give you 5. All right, so this is the fraction. Ooh, that looks so bad. This is the fraction that represents how many students own a cat. 60 over 5. All right, so again, these steps are the same. So all we wanted to do is let you know how to identify when you have to multiply and when you have a word problem. All right. Again, if you guys have any questions, please reach out to us. Comment on the Facebook video, or you can just text us, email us, whatever you need to do. Other than that, we're pretty much good. I'm so proud of you guys. Continue to work hard and do your best. All right, I love you. I miss you guys. Talk to you later. See you soon.